Hello, this is a game where White was in control pretty much most of the game, and towards the end, White failed to secure his bottom and lost an important group here, and therefore he had to resign the game. Let's check it out. The Fuseki was really promising for White. Black is supposed to attack the top left corner, either low or high, or consider a Sansan invasion at c3. These are the top options for Black at this stage. But playing n17 seems very conservative. It's not a small move, but it just feels a little bit slack. So White plays the inside approach. White can also think about the Sansan invasion. Now many times when White plays the Sansan invasion, we have this kind of follow-up, then Black can extend on the right side, but White will just take Shimari in the top left corner. So with a 6.5 komi, the game it's a little bit towards White's advantage. But this game is between 8q and 9q, so there is only half a point komi. But anyway, it's a very balanced game. White can also consider the middle side split at r10. Now when Black attacks from r7, White can just approach with a 2 space to make a base, and then play a Kakari or a corner approach on the bottom side in order to expand very fast all over the board. Okay. This kick is questionable. Now Black was supposed to defend the corner o3 or o4, then White will extend 3 space jump, which looks ideal, and here Black can consider the r8 invasion to make use of his kick right away, Hanen connecting Sente, then play away a big point. Black's idea to play in the top right corner again, a move like r13, actually leaves a big agi in the Sansan. So with a move like r13, Black is not going to build too much in the corner, it's just greedy. If he really wants the corner, he needs to play a move like r15 or r16. But in this case, it's not even important to play there immediately. So White can think about how to punish q4. The most common move locally is to attach at p4, then extend, cut q3, go down, always descend and then sacrifice both stones, then get a forcing moves on the outside, this Atari in Sente, and few more forcing moves with a honey in the head of 2 stones, Atari, and then connect. So Black is contained in the corner, while White goes for nice outside influence this way. So this is one of the most common ways to punish Black's kick and tenuki. Another way for White is to play a move like o3. This is actually more common nowadays, and when Black simply double up, White will jump out and again keeps the corner contained. Well, the 3 space extension is also quite nice, but this will give Black a breather, so Black can go back and protect at o3 or o4. So Black is not entirely punished for his kick and tenuki. But Black played away anyway. So Black feels strong enough in the lower right corner, but he shouldn't be. Now here, White blocks on the left side, which is good. Good idea to block at c4 because White has potential on the left side. Now when Hane in the head of 2 stones, Black of course will block at e2. White should continue with a double Hane f2. This is the most common pattern here. Black cuts, White connects, Black captures, Atari, take, and take the cornerstones. Now if Black goes out, White covers, and the stones in the corner are captured. So this is a very basic Joseki. Then again, Black has time to come back and protect his lower right corner. But overall, this is nothing to complain for White, because White has a tremendous potential on the left side and a very nice group on the right side. So far, White is doing fine. Now when White plays the Nobi, Black can push a couple of times in Sente. In the actual game, Black played b4, but this is the old-fashioned Joseki, which is considered bad for Black. So Black should push once again, and then White usually Nobi to stay ahead. And here Black is Sente, so Black is alive in the corner and can simply invade the left side to prevent White's wall get an extension. So this is the way black should prevent the moyo. This is the whole point of invading Sansan in the first place. So black played the old style, Hane on the second line, block. Usually here, black simply connects solid and white plays the hanging connection. So this is the old-fashioned Joseki, and it's always considered slightly better for white because of the thick formation on the outside. That's why black shouldn't play the exchange b4, b3 instead of just pushing g2. So black went down, white protects again on the outside, very good. And then black plays another move in the corner, but this move it's actually no need. Black is alive already, so black can come back and fix his corner or attack the top left corner. If white comes inside at b2, black will connect, push, block, and then when white covers, black has time to make twice in the corner. So black didn't need to play another move. This is lack of reading. So white hit center, and now white can play another big point. This is pretty nice, the double space or high shimari, but it's still big for white to punish black in the low right corner, either with a kakari or attach o4, then nobi as we've seen in the previous variation, or double hana in this case. That's an option too. So two space jump, then black invades the left side right away. Well, for black it's still important to play something in the lower right corner, but actually at this stage it's pretty good for black to extend in the top of j16 or j17 to prevent an extension from the top right shimari, because that shimari always wants to extend towards the middle of the top. So playing a move on the second line, this is a little bit slow. Here white wants to keep black separated, but white can just ignore. So once again, white can think about ways to attack the low right corner. It's not such a big deal if black connects under. He's not going to build any points, and white can still extend on the left side to expand that area. This is an empty triangle and it keeps black separated, but well, it's really not that important. Honey in the head of two stones is good. Now black cuts with the idea of connecting the under of a6, but black is losing points like this. Very good for white to capture this stone and take right away. So black invested many stones and he just connected on the first line without making any territory and without really destroying much, because this way white just got stronger in the center. So white extends on the left side, but actually if we look all over the board, white can extend in the top at k17. White can also invade the corner. That's a way to punish black's double ogema formation, but that will happen later in the game, so we'll cover that part shortly. Anyway, c11, it's also a nice local move for the left side shimari, but it's more space to extend in the top j17 or k17, and then if black protects o3, white can extend on the left side. If this happens, it's an ideal formation for white to take the shimari in the top left and also get the two extensions on both sides, top and left. So white took the left, black hane. Here the block is natural. Black can extend actually, because if white cuts, black can play the ladder or net. Actually, Atari from this side works too. There is no way for white to connect under, so black is actually connected playing this move. The ladder works fine too. Now when black plays this move, he tries to prepare the tiger mount at e9, so white can play one Atari, and then if white simply connects, black will extend on the bottom. So white can leave it like this. When white plays Atari, black already gets an empty triangle formation here. So it's already a good exchange for white. Small gain. Now white can extend in the top, white can come back to punish the corner. But yeah, finally white plays in this corner. So if white doesn't play anything on the left side, black will turn eventually to make a double hanging connection, or the so-called trumpet shape, which is quite nice in this case. But yeah, black has to fix this corner first. Playing q5, it's too early. So first things first, extend, and then this way it leaves the aji in the corner to cut. So let's go over the punishment variation again. White cuts, goes down, Atari from the outside. Only move 7 in this sequence is the Q5 Atari or forcing move, then block, Atari again, and connect solid. Well, in this case, when white is strong in the middle, white can even connect the second line stone because this cut doesn't really bother much, but it's still proper to connect on the outside because if black captures another stone, this is complete gote and white grabs another big point. So it's actually good to bait your opponent into taking another stone. Anyway, black is alive in the corner, so he doesn't need that stone right now. Now playing this move doesn't really punish black. Double Hane, it's an option, but what happens next is pretty much forced. So Atari, well, normally you just go out and then black plays a double hanging connection or push again and extend again and leave the cuts in the corner. It doesn't work to capture the corner. Unless black captures right away, then Atari once, black protects and push along. Now here, when black Hane, white blocks, black connects and white can go down. This way, black will die faster in the corner. White can also think about the Hane. So here, when black simply blocks, Atari and Atari again. And if black plays a throw in, then Atari from the outside and Atari again. So this way black is captured rapidly. But black connected solid. So in this case, when white pushes, black will just Hane in the head of two stones and will capture the two stones faster. Now white played the Atari, but actually it's better to go down. It threatens the same thing, the capture at S4. So black will connect and then go out. And like this, white is stronger on the right side. The thing is, when white plays this Atari, black connects, white extends, and black can capture the stone at S6. But it's not so important. This kind of capture, it's actually gote for black right now. Black can play a nose Tesuji here, then connect under. So black captures the stone on the right side, but he shouldn't because he's already strong enough in the corner and the group is alive. It's just that capturing here creates a magi with a cut at R7, but for this stage of the game, it's pretty slack, as white can play away again. So white captures a stone in a net. In fact here, that stone looks pretty lonely, so white can consider locally turn at N2. And if black comes out, he just creates a group to run with, and it's not such a good idea. White is strong everywhere, so white will profit while attacking, even if black managed to escape with that group. But yeah, this kind of capture is very proper, and if black pushes again, white needs Nobi. Oh, black played this kind of jump. Now with this jump, it's actually an invitation in the Sansan. Black normally should play a move like R17 to secure the corner and all the territory in that area. Like this, black can build close to 30 points in that corner. Also, a move like J17 or J16, it's more interesting even if white invades the corner later, because in the corner there will be a co-fight. So white doesn't leave unconditionally. Let's see what are white's co-threats. Not too many at this stage. If this Atari, black will just eliminate the ko, take, connect under. So actually black can fight that ko eventually. And playing here, black is not going to build that much. If black loses the ko, so white invades the corner, that's a good decision. First, white should push Q17 in this case, then Hane P18, and instead of Atari P16, it's good to play Hane on the right side and start the ko, because the Atari at P16 will become a ko threat. So this is white's local threat, and then capture the ko. Now, if black plays a threat like, let's say, trying to catch two stones, white will eliminate the ko, black is going for the profit on the bottom. It's not such a big deal, and then white can come out in the center like this. So in the end, black is not going to profit too much from his N13 aeroplane move. So black blocked and white played away. Well, white can still play push once and Hane, to set up the core formation. And if white doesn't want to play the core right away, then extend. And it still gives forces black to play another move to eliminate the core RG. Well, actually it's similar. White played away a big point and black adds another move to get rid of the RG in the corner. But when black plays this kind of move, there is little RG left, so actually black can turn Q17 and it's also a very solid capture. So it would be better for white to play a few extra moves to create the core RG in the corner. Anyway, white still looks good overall and it's supposed to be a good game. Now this jump may be a little conservative. White can play a shoulder hit to expand more, or play a 2-space jump to make a box in the top, or just a jump towards the top right to limit black's expansion there. So white is trying to set up the box with this jump. He can't hope it's really bad. Well, for black to turn here it's really good. White stays ahead, also a nice option not to allow the Atari. Black pushes along. White can peep first. This forces a pretty bad shape, and then either jump or hane to expand more. White doesn't have to worry about the cut because white is very strong in the bottom area. So black will hane, white extends, and then black has a cutting point to worry about. And this way, white can build more in the center. So white still has the first chance to win this game. Now this cut, normally white wants to set up a ladder and capture the stone, but the problem is black has a stone at N13 that serves as a ladder breaker, so white cannot start a ladder at R8 in this case, but white should consider sacrifice, so simply jump Q8. Now if black captures the stone right away at S8, white can play one Atari and leave the position like this because the stones are already connected, so just expand the center. Now if black goes out, white can push along, then sacrifice 2 stones in order to get all the outside forcing moves in center, and then protect against the cut with an artistic game. So when black cuts, Atari, Atari and net. So in the actual game, white played Atari from behind, push along. That's an option too. Well, black is playing a little risky here. Black should normally just take the stone, then white jumps and connects, or connects solid like this. Now in this case, white can cut. This Atari S9 can be kept in reserve, and then again the ladder doesn't work because it will hit the stone in the middle if black goes out here. But white can think about a loose net like O10. So when black comes out, white will Kosumi and try to chase the 2 stones inside the moyo. If black plays a move like this, white can hane, then Atari, then double hane. So if black Atari, Atari and connect, white will just connect on the outside, and black is still in trouble with the group running inside white's sphere of influence. So here white simply hane, then black connects, and white nobi. But white can actually play Q10, then black has to capture the stone, Atari in center, and connect solid. So in the end, white doesn't lose so much on the right side. It's pretty much the S7 stone, and can also lose the S9, but that doesn't bother much because white has Atari and Kosumitsuke, so it will hurt the R13 stone. But playing Nobi, black can push through and capture a few more. So Atari, then white connects, and black defends. So this way, black makes all this territory on the right side. It should have been much less. Anyway, white still looks good, even after that misread on the right side. Here, white should think about, well, if white will notice this combination in center, the center becomes much bigger and safer this way. But anyway, it's a bit better to play in the middle of the sector line. So this is like the imaginary line of the moyo. And if white plays in the middle, let's remove the draw. I mean, like this, it's 3 space to the left and 3 space to the right. it's much tougher for black to penetrate. So if black plays n9, white just covers, and like this white stones connect. If black plays j4, j9, white again will attach j8, and the stones start to work together. So white can keep all that line safe, the line of defense. But playing like this, it leaves a bigger gap between k9 and the two stones on the right. So this way, black can jump in. But even so, it's dangerous for black. Yeah, it's a good idea to play this cap. Actually, again, white can play the preparation move, this block. Black needs to capture. If black jumps out, white will take back the stones on the right side and it's good enough. Anyway, cap is nice, so black jumps in between. Then Kosumi, also fine. Drive black into the white stones in the top. Came up very good to keep him separated from the left side. So far, these black stones, they look like playing Gomoku or 5 in a row. That's a totally different game. But they are a chain of stones without ice and without any stones to relate to. So this should be very profitable for white. Good jump to make sure the stones don't connect to the right side. And instead of defending the top like this, white should peep and play a Keima in order to surround the small dragon inside. Because if black keeps jumping in the top like this without ice, the entire group will die. So this will become all white's territory. So this should be a pretty big win for white. Now playing this move secures the top side, but also allows white black maneuver easily around the moyo. Now here, yeah, it's okay to push down and then block. And in this case, white should connect solid. Because when black cuts, white can Atari and push along. Now here, if black plays Atari and connects like this, white has the cut on the right side. Then on this Atari connect, when black captures a stone, double Atari and capture 3 stones. So white it's all connected. If black is too ambitious and connects here, white will extend, and then when black tries to capture, the top will die. So there is really no way out for black in the top. If black Hane, Atari, cover, and there are 2 more liberties. Well, playing the hanging connection, which is artistic, leaves a lot of agi, so black will push through. Another way to protect, it's actually attach n14. This is an indirect way. So when black pushes, white will block, and white it's all connected, and black cannot cut here anymore. It's self Atari, and if push, just connect. If cut in the top, white can just connect to the bottom, but white again can Atari and push and so on. But it's good enough to protect the bottom like this. I mean, connect to the center stones or turn in order to take away liberty. So white had ways to stay connected in the middle. Now black find a little escape plan. Well, black has to Atari first. The Atari is Sente and it doesn't allow white to capture at n14. And after the Atari, black should try to go out between the stones. So like this, white can just capture the stone, and again black is running. Actually here, white should Hane first, then Atari, push along, or double Atari. Or actually Hane once and capture the stone. Then, if black plays Atari, white connects. So there is still no way for the dragon to connect to the right stones. So push, pull back. Here, white can push again to connect to the right. So when black plays Atari, white connects, but black needs to connect those stones, and the only way to do it is the empty triangle or jump. Because if black wants to cover, white can still cut and extend and capture the 4 stones. So black has to jump out here, then white can push in Sente, Atari also, or play Atari like this and then Kosumi in order to set up a snapback formation, then block at Q11 in Sente, Atari 2, and then play another move to secure the middle. And now all those stones inside are dead. because white it's all connected in the center. So here white missed a big opportunity to kill the dragon. Therefore black managed to escape, but even so white still has more territory. So I should just pay attention to stay safe and connected. Here for example white should give up one stone. It's not such a big loss. And the gut here actually is still a problem. Black has to protect the right side, probably double Atari and take, but then white can disconnect, and now black needs more moves to stay alive in the center. But white got a nice bottom side, a nice top side, and the territories seem pretty large to win this game. And this is the most critical moment of the game where black cuts desperately, and white should play Atari first, Incente, then push along, and simply turn. Now it's difficult for black to go out. When black turns, white captures. Oh, in fact, black can use this kind of jump and connect under. But at least it doesn't kill white like it happened in the actual game. So in fact white can push and push again and then separate. Now this way black should die inside. When black plays a move trying to connect under, white hane and threatens to save those guys. Then on this move push and use the clamp. So well, this feels okay too, but anyway, first things first, the Atari here it's quite important, because if black plays any move around, white can capture pretty much center, because once again the dragon in the center is in trouble. So jump, turn, and again it's good timing to play Atari. Yeah, this is important. Go down, separate, very good. This was risky. White should connect, then go down, then hane. So if black tries hard to leave by playing inside the moyo this way, white takes some compensation. But actually that move doesn't really work. White can still take away the ice. Playing like this is a bit more dangerous. So Atari first, then connect. Now hane, and white should actually connect solid. He needs the liberties. So here black will connect too. And now let's see how the race will go. Block first, take the vital point, hane once. Black needs to capture those stones in the corner. Then here white has the hane and block with ko to make some liberties. Yeah, this can actually be quite tough. Black wins this semi, but it's actually still a ko. A ko in steps in this case. A ko combined with snapback. Yeah, this is a disaster. It's difficult for white to recover. So instead of connecting here, should stay connected to the right stones. Or first things first, descent, then black goes down, and now white separates. And if black plays h2, white can push first, and then use the attach the clamp Tesuji. So when black tries to connect, white has the Atari, and Atari again. If black plays here, there's a ko fight. But this kind of ko, it's actually good for white. There's more for black to lose in this ko fight, so it's a heavy ko. Well, I think we can conclude that black got pretty lucky towards the end, using all the agi inside. So there's not much to do. White has to resign the game. If white cuts, black will just descend, then Atari, and it's game over. So good decision for white to resign here than to waste more time. Enjoy the review and beat them next time.